Attention, please. It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
God bless it. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of What's the Difference? What's the bloody difference over here? And I'm your host, Rob Wiles, joined, of course, by the best heel in the business, The Butcher. My dude, my man, my brother from another mother. How you doing?
Good, bro.
All right.
No run-ins tonight. No run-ins.
No run-ins. I love a run-in.
No run-ins.
And of course, those of you who went ahead and caught it yesterday, the Butcher invaded Ghosted, showed up here just to scare us a little bit more than we already were.
Love the show. I love that show, dude.
It's a lot of fun. It never gets old.
Part of it. Yeah. I enjoyed it.
And real quick, to those of you who are paying attention, who are also fans of Wrestle Shoot, we have changed the days from Sundays to Tuesday night. So we're going to be coming on tonight, me and Chris Casanova. We're going to be featuring our buddy Sumite Wokla, who just got back from his run in Japan. So we're going to talk about that. Got all my stupid plugs out of the way. What about you? You got something coming up, yeah?
Well, I'm supposed to have something coming up. No, I've got something coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to sit down with indie superstar Naja Small. Goes by the name of Naja-ism. He's the PCW heavyweight champion. He's been in the ring with none other than a Riot MLW winner, Alex Kane. Who is currently in line. I would say he's ready to be the man that leads MLW. MLW doesn't get a mention in the world of wrestling, and people forget that the MLW has been going for fucking long time. Long time, you know. But it's got a lot of credibility again. I would say more so in the actual United States, but it's growing in the UK. But yeah, you know, I'm sitting down with Naja-ism. We're gonna discuss what makes the guy tick, his hybrid ring style of MMA, and very, very good technically. And you know what? I see a lot of interviews now that they all ask the same questions.
Right. The safe questions.
Questions. You know, and they've clearly read off Wikipedia, and you know, I don't work like that. You know, I'm gonna shoot from the hip like a gunslinger. And I don't just want to know about the guy that stands in the four corners, because that's like asking me about a guy that stacks food shelves, you know. So tell me a bit about your job. Well, I reach to the trolley, I get a box of cereal. See where we're going, Rob?
That's right. That's right, cereal.
And then I get another box of cereal. You know, that's what that's like, you know. We want to delve into the business. We want to know where he's seen himself being. Is he Is he currently at that point of his career that he thought he would be in? Did he think he would have been further? You know, I want to know what he does on the as a as in his spare time. I want to know what makes the guy tick. What makes narcissism.
Yeah. People can go all over the internet and find interviews with like Buff Bagwell. But then when we had Buff on Wrestle Shoot, when we were done, he goes, dude, you guys didn't do anything that all those other dudes do. I said, wait a minute, are you irritated? He says, hell no, man. This was way more fun because your guy is going to have more fun having a more original interview. The whole show is going to be better. So I'm looking forward to seeing that.
I just think, when you watch a lot of interviews, they're so fucking scripted.
Yeah.
That they don't really want to. Hey, Mikey, what's up, brother? Morning, Rob Butcher from Washington State.
Mickey, what's up, brother man? Brother man.
Yeah, I just think these fucking people that do these interviews, they are so afraid, to be themselves. Everyone's fucking sounds the same. Whether you come from these big machines like, these big podcast groups, dirt sheets that do interviews, they're all the same.
And it's funny when you watch those normal kind of cookie cutter shows. When the host asks the question, they already know what the answer is. So, as the talent who is answering the same question he's answered 8,000 times is answering it, you could see he's bored. You can see the host is bored because they already know what the answer is going to be. And if you're bored and your guest is bored, who the fuck is going to watch you?
There's a guy I watched. He's very different, and I think you can see that in the wrestling world. The wrestling world talks to the wrestling world. They know that they're advised who they touch regarding interviews,
Right.
who they let in, and things like that. There's a young guy, Chris Vanderlane, who very, very. When you listen to him, you expect, oh, this guy should have like millions of subs, but he isn't. But it's when you listen to him and he's talking. He talks like a fan, like a guy off the street, like someone has literally just bumped into him in a restaurant. He's gobsmacked. He's in awe. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
From him, and I've seen a lot of guys sit down with him, and it's just a comfortable environment. You got to remember these people. You've been there, Rob. You're in the limelight your whole career. You're in the limelight your whole career, and you are. We're talking like guys like you're never going to see Brock Lesnar on one of these shows because Brock, you know what I mean. But you're looked at in a high regard. And some of these podcasters, they try to take advantage of that and, use you as a number. That's what I'm going to say. Use you as a number to elevate.
Yeah, their numbers, yeah.
Use you as a number to elevate. And to me, when I listen to some of them, it's disrespectful. I'm a firm believer in organic.
Right.
You don't try. Your product is your product. You don't use someone that has a status to elevate it. I mean, yeah, I prefer for people to watch it because they want to watch it. I don't have to share that product 2,000 times, to get somewhere. There has to be passion in a lot of it, and it just isn't in the podcasting world. I just don't think there is.
Yeah,
You know,
that's not the case over here at Antisocial.
no,
I'll
not
tell you
at
that
all.
much.
Not at all. And that's what you'll see tomorrow. Is, you know, I shoot from the hip. You know, and that's how it is. You know, this isn't no fucking. It's gonna be done how it's gonna be done. There is no kind of,
No
you know,
script.
yeah, there is no script. There is no hierarchy in antisocial. You know, yes, we've got powers and things like that. But I don't contact Rob and say, Rob, do I need to say this? No,
Right. Yeah, right.
it doesn't work like that. You know, and it shouldn't work like that. You know, we ride together, we die together. You
Bad
know,
boys for life.
and you know, if I'm skating on thin ice, I want Naja to tell me, "Oh, I don't feel comfortable with that one." But hey, he's gonna feel comfortable. He's gonna feel comfortable. Yes. So what we got planned today?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Let's do our show.
See, already started plugging.
There you go. After you, what we're going to do today, you lay it
What
out.
we're gonna do today? So what's the difference, you ask? Today, people. Today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna sit down and we are gonna do what the show and what the title says. What's the difference? So, what is the difference, Rob Wild and Butcher? So, today, the topic of discussion is none other than that beautiful cuisine, that breakfast we wake up to in the morning. Hell, you might have 3 bowls of it.
Or you might just
Yeah.
wake up in the middle of the night and say, I'm not waiting for breakfast. It's time now.
Exactly that, and that's, you see, that's what I have a tendency to do. Is I eat my cereal, people, when cereal calls to me. And listen, there's a lot of calling going on in this.
Butcher! Butcher!
You know, there's a lot of calling. You know, when you it calls. It calls.
All the time. That's right. That's
Oh.
when before you greenerate your brain a little bit, you got to go take a quick survey of the cereal situation to make sure you're not going to be let down.
When you walk into a supermarket outlet, you see these aisles stocked full of varieties, you know, and that's it, people. We're going to discuss the cereals.
That's right, sir.
Yes,
And I
nowadays.
actually, this is a little off-putting. I had some photographic examples of the differences between the cereal aisles here in the States and the ones out there in UK, and they appear to no longer be uploaded. So I'm taking a quick scan to see if I could find them, and they're gone. Figures. Some bitch. Some of a bitch.
I was in awe of the United States. I remember the pictures. I was in awe. I mean, if you're gonna do it properly, right?
Do it big.
I've always been it wasn't a problem in the UK in the 90s because there were very little actual supermarkets. Very, very little actually, making their own brands. Kellogg's basically ruled. Kellogg's and Nestle, they ruled the roost. They supplied the world.
They rule the world.
Yeah, they supplied the world like fucking Pablo Escobar supplies the world with white stuff.
With that sweet little kiss of sunshine that leads you straight to hell. That stuff.
That's it, Yeah. And that's what Kellogg's words to the world. They were
the Pablo.
That's it, and then time went on, and they slowly lost their grip on the world. money got ridiculous, prices were just too inflated, and then these people, these powers that be, within these businesses woke up and they went, "Fuck, we can make our own brand half the price, for less than half the price."
And we got that I hear too. Supermarkets making their own versions of their most popular sellers.
And still make a profit.
Big profit. Big profit.
Hell, we can even go to Kellogg's themselves and get Kellogg's to make our cereal.
Mm-hmm.
And because at the end of the day, Kellogg's could be selling their version of this cereal for fucking just use an example. Let's just say $4, $3, $4, whatever. They're 100% profiting. They're 100% profiting. There is no way a business like Kellogg's would be still
right
going today if they were only making around a 20 to 30% profit.
Sure.
They 100% profit on everything that they do.
Well, what they want is 300% profit on every box they sell.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. The only thing that they're not profiteering on is the packaging.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure that there's still, you get these copyrighted, trademarked characters on the front of it. Yeah, they're going to charge you to have that.
100%.
Extra.
100%.
Yeah.
So
like here's a great for instance. Let's go over puffs. Just the simple concept of
no offense taken there, people. We have to reiterate that. Okay.
The simplest concept of puffs. So out there, you guys we got sugar puffs. Okay, they are just little rice thingies with a honey coating. As I understand it, over there, sugar puffs are wildly popular. Yeah.
Well, they were.
Not anymore.
They were until the powers that be stepped in and removed them from our country.
Oh, they're gone.
Oh, they're gone.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that. Well, okay. So out here, what we still have is Sugar Smacks. So look at the cereal. It's the exact same thing, except a different name and a different character. So my question on that is why? Like, why do they feel the need to do that? So we've got Kellogg's Sugar Smacks, and then up here we've got these Sugar Smacks, and as I understand it, they're made by Kellogg's as well. So I don't understand what the off-put has to be. And it could break down to very simply just the mindset between the two countries. Yeah. So to illustrate that, what I'm going to do is put up two quick commercials. I'm going to show yours, and then I'm going to show ours. So here we go. And I love yours. I love this sugar one here. Here.
Hello. Sugar. Sugar Puffs are delicious puffs of wheat dressed in little honey jackets.
God damn it. I love that song, dude. That's the thing. That song really just kind of grabs you because we were both from the generation where we watched the Archies on television. So those songs kind of ingrained into our brains on a positive. Great marketing. Shall we look at our version?
Let's have a look at it.
This is going to take a while. Look who's up.
Dig 'em. Go for it.
Let's have some sugar smacks.
Smack, sugar smacks.
I dig 'em.
Give me a snack, and I'll smack you back.
The ball, it's still rolling.
Fun to eat those puffs of wheat. Kellogg's Sugar Smacks.
I don't believe it.
Bowling is right up my alley.
Kellogg's Sugar Smacks.
Part of this nutritious breakfast.
Dig 'em.
So right away, Here's my takeaway on the two big differences. Obviously, they're both unrealistic premises. No kids are going to be sitting down at a fucking bowling alley having their complete nutritious breakfast. At the same time, you're not going to see construction workers turning on the Archies and the milkman dancing down the street and then giving milk to a gigantic monster. And then on our end, who's going to have breakfast with a frog? Right? So it's all bullshit. But the real.
I reckon that monster is the guy that's been out on a Friday, Saturday night. That's shook hands with the devil itself. Shook hands with the devil itself.
So when he wakes up, he's just thrilled to be able to have some cereal.
Oh, he just wants some cereal. That guy, he cannot wait to go about his business and have some cereal in his white and blue striped pajamas.
And just thanking God that he survived.
I mean, he could move, dude. There were some moves there.
Right?
You know? But the old snaps one. Wow.
Yeah, right? That little kid sitting in a bowling alley. First of all, where are the fucking parents with these kids in a bowling alley? So I get that kids are allowed to go bowling without a whole bunch of supervision. But the parents are probably in the bar, right? While the kids are bowling.
I wonder what year that would have been around. Snaps. The snaps one.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably old with as grainy as it was.
Very, very, very 1970s.
I'm pretty sure that had to be 80s.
You know, but they had the old Partridge Family haircuts going on, and you know, that it did. It just felt very, very Partridge Family. Everyone had the same amount of fucking snaps in the counting.
You're waiting for David Cassidy to jump out. Ba 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 ba.
Because there's nothing more irritating than having your cereal all the way through the week, then going to get that final box of cereal because you know you're running low.
It's just dust.
All you've got is a little bit in the corner.
And a whole bunch of dust.
That's it. Again, Pablo Escobar.
We have the exact same cereal with two so completely and unique names and characters and advertising methods. With that being said, let's go to the top of the food chain, so to speak. I did a little bit of research to discover who the top selling brand in UK is as opposed to the US. And once again, I'd like to get started with your guys's biggest selling, most popular cereal.
New multigrain cornflakes are made with wheat, corn and rice, so they're bursting with the goodness of 3 grains. New multigrain cornflakes with the goodness of 3 grains.
Okay, UK's biggest seller. Do you like that product, Mr. Butcher?
It's very, very OG. It's very, very natural. And in fact, I would say there's more than one variety of cereal that starts off with the cornflake and evolves into something else.
Right.
I would say it's the oldest cereal that's on a British shelf, and I would say statistically, I would say 1 in 2 people in a supermarket put a box of cornflakes in. I want to say that we've got a few people watching here. People might be commenting, and they're not seeing their comments, or we're not seeing them at the bottom. You need to like through Streamlabs and then comment.
Now, we're not on Streamlabs, we're on StreamYard. So you're going to want to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and authorize permissions for us to see your comments so we can respond. And once you do that, you're going to be able to comment on any show on the network. Okay. StreamYards.com/Facebook and authorize.
Yeah, I mean, cornflakes are literally, you know, they are the OG.
Now, so with that being said, what our biggest seller is cornflake based. Here, let me show you.
What taste gets athletes this excited? Frosted Flakes. Crunchy flakes perfectly coated with sweet frosting makes them a great tasting part of a nutritious breakfast. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes are more than good.
So embarrassing.
You know what the problem I have with this was the first and second one. The main focus is on kids. Kids. So we've had kids in a bowling alley.
Right.
Now we're having kids in that's either in like a summer camp or a school. What fucking school sits like 1,000 kids in a hall and provides the perfect amount of cereal and milk?
Well, now let's also remember both of those commercials also showed orange juice and toast, which, by the way, were completely untouched. Because who the fuck is going to drink orange juice with a sugar cereal?
You know, but I would like to say that Frosted Flakes, Tony the Tiger, he's also part of the UK and Frosted Flakes are not called Frosted Flakes. They're called Frosties.
Really?
They are.
Now it is Tony the Tiger. Has he got an American or a British voice?
Exactly the same voice.
Okay.
Exactly the same voice. I mean, you tend to hear a lot less. To be honest, in this country, you're seeing a lot less commercials than what you used to.
Right. I've heard that.
Your big PR machine in the 80s and 90s. You would wake up in the morning and you would see every advert that was related to something in the morning. So you wake up, what do you reach for? The cereal. Anything to do with breakfast. So you would have bread adverts, you would have cereal adverts, you would have anything that's going to set you up about your day. It's the PR, it's the reminder, it's telling you that, oh shit, yeah, we need cereal. You know, you don't see a lot of that anymore within TV. I don't know if that's the same within the States, but there's a hell of a lot more advertising in the UK now in terms of adverts. Adverts used to take up segments and minutes throughout the day because there were less TV programming. There was less TV programming. Now TV programming is a huge part of the United States. You may have a morning show now which starts at 7, finishes at 11. You know, every hour is taken up. There's very, very limited time to, we go for a break. A break could be anything from 2 to 3 minutes and more back in the 80s, 90s. Easily. I would even say 5 minutes. That'd be about right, wouldn't it? You know?
Right.
But now it's quick segments. 30-second stints. Not enough to throw something like that up. But, they assume that in the UK, you already know what you're going to buy.
Well, that's how it is, too, here. The commercials don't break 30 seconds.
And that's it. But in the 80s, 90s, which, you know, I'm a proud 80s child. You know, I grew up in the 80s. I still say, when I can sit there, I mean, you're an 80s guy as well, Rob, yeah?
Indeed.
You know, so when we woke up in the 80s and 90s, people are saying, "What is it about cereal?" No, this is exactly about what is the difference. When we woke up in the 80s and 90s and we reached for our bowl of cereal, we sat in front of the TV and we watched the greatest fucking era in cartoons
That's right.
and in TV. None of this shit you see today. You know, again, Nickelodeon, fucking all these. No,
Even the original Smurfs was more entertaining than what they're pumping out now.
Yeah, dude. Original Smurfs was amazing. When you go back, if you go back and watch that now, it's really like, you know, when you had a Friday and Saturday night with Pablo Escobar.
That's right.
You know? But yeah, that's it's all PR.
So today, so far, what we've really been pumping out is breakfast cereal and cocaine.
That's
Whoops.
it, you know. we never really knew the Kellogg's owner was, but maybe it was bold PE himself, Pablo Escobar.
Maybe. So we've actually been holding up to our time frame pretty well here this week. Finally, we have 2 more commercials to show. That, in my opinion, illustrates the differences we've been talking about so far the most. So out there, you guys have Cocoa Pops.
Yep.
Out here, we have Cocoa Puffs. So again, very similar names, very separate advertising campaigns. Let's take a look at the UK's Cocoa Pops first.
Cocoa Pops and milk, just like a chocolate milkshake, only crunchy.
Short, sweet, to the point. And did you notice that the CG hand, the milk that it grabbed was in fact that like low fat, really healthy milk, right? Yeah. That's what your guys' breakfast cereal cares about. Let's at least promote some kind of better health. Our answer to that, in my opinion, promotes drug use. As a matter of fact, in my opinion, this commercial was created around the concept of drug court. Shall we look?
Let's look at it.
Cocoa Court now in session.
Your Honor, you've got to keep Cocoa Pops away from me!
But why?
It turns everything chocolatey, and they make me go cuckoo.
Well, they're munchy and crunchy.
Oh.
Now, what's wrong with that?
I call my first and only witness Cocoa Pops.
Chocolate in the corn.
See? I'm Cocoa for Cocoa Pops. Cocoa for Cocoa Pops.
Chocolatey Cocoa Puffs, part of a good breakfast.
I find you guilty of being delicious.
He's Jack, dude.
Dude, that was drug court. Your Honor, keep that cocaine away from me. Oh, but why? You should do some coke anyway. I hate that commercial.
You know, that is what it is, exactly what you just said. I've never seen that commercial. That's the first time that I've seen that. And the first thing that comes to mind is obviously the guy, the bird is begging
to keep the drugs away from him.
Don't put that in front of me. I'm about to break.
I'm about to relapse.
You know, and wow.
And the judge is like, quit being a bitch, yo. Just do the coke.
Just one more hit. One more hit. What's
it? Just one more. You can do just one, right? No.
You know what I mean? You can do that. There's 23 hours until you have your next bowl.
Man, that's like if somebody walked up to me and dropped a half an ounce of cocaine on the table and said, now just do one, okay? I'll be back later on tonight to pick the rest of this bag up. Sure. Heck, you can have the bag, There's not going to be anything in it, but you can have the bag back.
So you've obviously got that, and that is a clear for me. That's alarm bells raising, on
Right.
how we're actually, promoting and selling our brands. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, and people like us now, we look at that and we know what they were doing. Contrary to how innocent that they may say it is, that's the fact that sugar is addictive.
Yeah.
Okay, sugar is addictive. They do not have to say that this bird is a drug addict, but it is.
And they set the whole commercial in a criminal court setting
Yeah.
with a jury.
So what they're saying exactly is, everything in this cereal is
Criminal.
criminal, And what I want to say is, Kellogg's Cocoa Pops in the UK. Kellogg's Cocoa Pops have been going for fucking years. Never an issue with the Kellogg Cocoa Pops until in 2020, and there was a few incidents before. In 2020, ex-MP questioned Kellogg's over the use.
What is XMP?
MPs are Parliament. MPs like Boris Johnson, all these people, important people.
Okay, so former public servants.
Public servants,
Okay.
right? She questioned Kellogg's on the use of a monkey, and at the time there was also Snap, Crackle, and Pop at Rice Krispies, another big brand of cereal that have come through the PR machine. And yeah, 3 white boys. This is how, right? She
Oh
put this
shit.
across,
Okay.
right? Now this woman's name is Fiona Onashiana, right?
Okay.
So basically, this is what she wrote. XMP. This is what was wrote by journalists. XMP questioned the breakfast foods giants Kellogg's over its use of monkeys and white boys on cereal boxes.
Okay.
Suggesting it is racist.
Right.
Fiona was jailed for lying. This is what she did. Listen. So, what I'm going to read to you now is the tweet that she sent to Kellogg's. Tweeting to Kellogg's UK, which is not the official Twitter feed for the company, she wrote, as you are yet to reply to this email, Cocoa Pops and Rice Krispies have the same composition, except for the fact that CP's Cocoa Pops are brown and chocolate flavored. So I was wondering why Rice Krispies have 3 white boys representing the brand and Cocoa Pops have a monkey.
Now, is this woman a white girl?
Nope, she isn't.
No, okay.
Okay, she isn't. So this is the problem, right? Where the world is at is there has to be an issue in these days.
Right. If there's nothing to fight, there's nothing for the news to cover.
Exactly. 3 white boys on a box of cereal. It ain't a drive-by fucking shooting.
Right.
On a cereal. She's clearly missed the trip that, that to sell cereal, to people, you need them to look and identify a certain sense of happiness. Except, you know what I mean? Like, you got the bird, we got the monkey, we got Tony the Tiger, we got the honey monster. It's PR.
I love the honey monster. He's my dude.
It's PR. Then you've got the top of the shelf cornflakes, right? That is your typical every household cereal. It doesn't require a character. It's just corn. You know, it's corn. You're going to buy it regardless. But when you take your kids to the supermarket, they see that monkey and they're like, give it. It's out there. Let me have it.
Yeah, because
No.
kids love monkeys, and it takes some woman who is looking for a political fight to get her name out there to take let's appeal to these children with a monkey and make it a racial thing. That's hilarious to me.
She's missing the trick, right? The whole world. This woman needs a lesson in evolution.
Well, she just needs a lesson in how to keep yourself relevant without trying to make something at a level it doesn't need to be. And that happens over here about every issue under the sun. Everything in America is racially motivated. The white man is always out to beat down the black man. Or now it's the white man, and they're trying to overrun him with Black Lives Matter. Everybody's got to have some reason to get their panties in a bunch. And you know what? My general attitude about that is, man, fuck you. All right? This big, giant planet we live on is really very fucking small. And we all have to live together. So why don't we just maybe all just kind of fuck off a little bit with my feelings are hurt? Because what used to happen back in the old days, when you got your feelings hurt, you talked to somebody about it, you vented it out, and then it was over. And you didn't try to make it everybody else's problem.
Let me read you the continuation of this.
Oh, sorry, I got off on a rant. I do.
A tweet was wildly ridiculed, with a number of people pointing out the 3 white boys were elves. Right?
Right.
One person tweeted, "Elves' lives matter."
Elves, okay? ELM.
Another wrote, "I grew up with Cocoa Pops and Rice Krispies. I never once wondered that some of us can tell the real world from the imaginary one." Okay. Then we have Miss Onashana responded on Twitter, well given. John Harvey, Kellogg's co-founder, the Race Betterment Foundation. The foundation's main purpose was to study the cause of and cure the race degeneracy. It would be reminisce of me to ask. And then guess what happened? She got banned off Twitter.
Damn right. Good.
She got banned off Twitter. What she was starting there was a complete, some sort of movement.
She was starting a race fight.
Yeah, of course she was. You know, she was also jailed in 2019 before these tweets for perverting the court of justice.
Really?
These are the people. Yeah, Kellogg's pointed out its founder William Keith Kellogg, who was a pioneer in employing women in the workplace. 70% of Kellogg's were women. You know, were women. Reaching across cultural boundaries. In a statement, the company said, "We do not tolerate discrimination. The monkey mascot was created in the 1980s to highlight the playful personalities of the brand." A spokeswoman said, adding it also had tigers, giraffes, crocodiles, elves, and a narwhal. Narwhal? What the fuck's a narwhal?
You got me.
What the fuck is a narwhal?
I wonder if that was supposed to mean and so on.
On its cereal boxes. Yeah, on its cereal boxes. And that's what I was saying. You pick. These people aren't stupid. What these people do is what we have now in front of us in social media. We have it. It's called trending. Social things that are top topics that the world is discussing. They would look at that sort of stuff in the 80s and 90s and see what is important that is going to grab people.
That's why they have focus groups.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, I mean, you've got all this shit now with fucking people like Miss Onashiana, and they know that fucking what sells in this world is news. And how does
Right.
news sell? Social fucking media. Social media. It's not
That's
about going
correct.
down to your corner shops these days and picking up a newspaper. You wake up and click a mouse button.
Yep.
That's just social media. You know what sells on social media? We've got Twitter, TikTok, blah 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 blah. You know, if you put up a negative post, it gains traction. Traction gains money. Everyone gets fucking paid. You know, bad news is the best news the world focuses on. There is no positivity in the world. Negative news sells.
But that really breaks down to just the human condition. And it's like at my job, when I tell people I could send you over a link so you can leave an honest review about your experiences with us. People typically don't do it. You know, they're so happy that they have been taken care of that they're comfortable, and they don't necessarily always do that. You know who does write reviews? People who are pissed off, because that's what sells, and that's the human condition.
It's exactly what we do in terms of podcasting. It's exactly what we do in podcasting. We hold on, people. We hold on. So if you're a person watching this and you don't like me and Rob, or you don't like what we do, you're still watching.
Yeah.
We honor everyone that watches our product because you are part of the mission. But you know who we love the most? The people that watch that don't like us.
Oh, yeah.
Because without you,
nobody's there to challenge us to improve.
no, see. And that is exactly what the world is, and that is exactly what's happened to cereal and what people once loved. The world has changed because people are snowflakes and they're easily offended by something that can't hurt them.
Well, the thing is, people have always been easily offended by shit that doesn't actually impact them. The problem is nowadays everybody's got a voice to put their little butt hurtness out there and try and force everybody to agree with them. And then if you don't, like, let's use Facebook as the jump off on this. Somebody will go in there and you'll have 50 great reviews, and then one person, you guys fucking suck. And they'll go through and put a frowny face on everybody else's post. Just all eyes on me. Anything to get my attention. And I usually respond to those guys and say, go fuck yourself. End of comment. You know, that's it. Go fuck yourself. Now, if you want to say, you know, I think that maybe you guys should have stayed a little bit more on point at certain points. Okay, there's some constructive feedback. Haters going to hate, but guess what? Haters are going to keep watching us because they need somebody to hate.
Yeah.
All right, look, we've gone 3 minutes over our maximum times. We're going to have to take this one the fuck home. Any closing comments on today?
Go fuck yourself.
Hey, go fuck yourself. All right, then.